All right, happy Monday night, everybody. Welcome on into the daily broadcast. Here we go from the Hat Creek Interior Studios. Custom furniture and accessories, hatcreek.us on the website. They ship to you, or you can go to their not their website. You can go to their website. You can go to the showroom right there in Lubbock, 10101 South Slide Road, and see the most amazing Western style furniture you've ever seen. You're going to want it in your house, your dining room, your office, bedroom. You get it. Hat Creek Interiors, great people. Corey Flanagan, go tell him we said hey. All right, tonight, Texas Tech basketball. What's fair expectations from here when it comes to the Red Raiders? You take down Kansas State over the weekend. You hang 100. First time out without JT Toppin. Granted, Kansas State not very good. What happens from here? What's a fair expectation? Also tonight, baseball sweeps, softball sweeps. That's pretty good. And then we debut a new topic on Mondays, the Monday Time Machine, specifically the Monday Restaurant Time Machine. You can go back to any restaurant, anytime, any place, anywhere. Which restaurant are we going to? What year? What are we having? Now, the restaurant, the place could still be in business, it could be out of business, but we're going back in time. Restaurant Time Machine tonight debuts on Monday. Every Monday, you can go back. You can take me back on a Monday night to any place you want to eat, anywhere you want to go. Give me the place, give me the year, give me the menu item tonight. Restaurant Time Machine. In three, in two, good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt. The Raiderland.com is where you start your day every day on our website. Hat Creek Interior Studios, where we're coming to you from tonight. We're brought to you by Lifts West Hotel and Condominium in Red River, New Mexico, right next to Red River Brewery. It kind of works out if you understand what we're doing. Skiing is going to be good in March, all the way through spring break. Call our friend Billy Hurst, get your reservations made. And when you're staying at Lifts West, you're right there in the heart of town. You're walking everywhere, even to the ski slopes, but you're right next to Red River Brewery. Yeah, it's what it sounds like. They've got great beers, great food, everything right there for you. Call Billy Hurst, tell him we sent you. Also brought to you by Middleton and Son Farm and Ranch Appraisals. Nobody does it better in West Texas, state of Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma. You get the idea. You don't have to be buying or selling the 4.6s to work with Middleton, whether it's a family farm or you're looking to buy a family farm. You need to talk to them. Check out their website, Middleton and Son, Charlie Middleton, and our friend Ben Kirkpatrick. He can get you taken care of there at Middleton and Son. Everybody gets in tonight on the United Supermarkets chat line, the one supermarket that supports Texas Tech, West Texas. Doesn't take your money, send it downstate. They spend it right here in West Texas. So get in tonight. Texas Tech, fair expectations, men's basketball. Look good Saturday this weekend against Kansas State. Thought they would. Kansas State sucks, but we learned a few things. So what's fair from here? What's the fair expectation seeding wise in the NCAA tournament? Cincinnati coming up. Oh, all they did was beat Kansas the other day. Yeah. So they're no good. No, they're actually pretty good. Iowa State coming up. TCU, BYU. That's the rest of the schedule. What's fair for this team going forward? Is it a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament? Can they hold on to that? And when I say hold on, the NCAA rankings came out this weekend, and they were giving respect to the program and respect to what they've done. And the first, sort of like the bowl rankings that come out, they said, all right, yeah, you're a 4 seed South, I believe, is what they had. That's respect to Texas Tech, to Grant McCaslin, to what they've done so far. What do they do from here? What do you think? Are they as dead in the water as some people think? I don't think so. JT Toppin's a freaking All-American. You have another one right there with Christian Anderson. Now, how do you make it work without one or the other? Baseball. If you want to talk baseball tonight, I saw a lot of great things this weekend out of Texas Tech baseball that gave me encouragement going forward. Some starting pitching, some young guys hitting. It looked like Texas Tech baseball more than we've seen in the last year and a half or so. We can discuss that. And then, like we said, it's a restaurant time machine on a Monday time machine. You can go back in time, any restaurant, any place, anywhere, any year. Where are you going to take me? Where are we going? What are we having? And why? Let's get you going on the United Supermarket chat line. Basketball, baseball, softball, good, bad, and ugly. Olympic hockey, if we want to talk about that, we can. We had thoughts on that. Even tonight, Houston and Kansas. By the way, if I had to, if you were twisting my arm tonight and I had to put money down on one team, I would put my money down on Kansas. Darren Peterson or otherwise. I don't know what he's going to do tonight. What do you think he's going to do tonight? But you're giving me Bill Self at home? Oh, hold on, they just got beat. Yeah, it wasn't Big Monday. Wasn't Big Monday. You ain't going to get me to bet against Kansas tonight at home when they're getting a 1.5 or 2 points. All right, let's see what's going on tonight. Jumping on the United Supermarket chat line. Share with your friends. Put it out there on Facebook. Don't cost nothing. On YouTube. By the way, thanks to everybody on YouTube for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We're over 700 subscribers now on YouTube. That is so awesome. That's so cool. The rest of the show belongs to you. I've got it going. You guys take over from here. Jump in on the chat line. All right, Jeff. Fair expectations for men's hoops. Beat everyone below you and win 1 of 2 against Iowa State, BYU. I would say that's fair. If I had to do it right now, I'd say I'd take my chances at home against BYU, and I would take Iowa State and say, I don't know that you would have beaten Iowa State even if JT Toppin were healthy. You rolled in there with your best team. I don't know that I could sit there and say, yeah, that's a game you should win. So I would take the Iowa State game out this coming Saturday and say, all right, I was going to factor that in as a loss. Now, it sounds harsh, but yeah, no matter what, I wasn't going to sit there and say, yeah, you roll into Hilton. I've called games at Hilton. I've watched games at Hilton. It's a different place, and this is a good Iowa State team. But I would say, to what Jeff is saying, yeah, you're going to split that. You take BYU. You beat Cincinnati. You beat TCU. Beat BYU. You go to the Big 12 tournament, win 1 game. And that's pretty much what you were going to have to do whether you had JT Toppin or not, right? I mean, the recipe didn't change for holding on to that 4 seed, 3 seed line, to which I say, what's a fair expectation? I would say 5. And it's really probably not going to be the 5 because the 5 line is a weird, they massage the 5 line and they move teams around that. And you could be a team really out of a major conference and deserve to be on the 5, and they kind of shove you onto the 6 because they got to move some teams around because of the 12 line to match some things up on the S curve. You know the S curve, don't you? So you kind of get hosed a little bit on that, and they'll shove you up a little. I think if you could hold on to the 4, that's what you got to do, right? You got to do what you had to do anyways. I think they can do it. What impressed you the most over the weekend? The minutes played by Bamboye, Aquinta. That right there was about 28 minutes or so. That was good. We know Atwell's shooting well. Christian Anderson, I still think he needs to be more to the 2, less to the 1 going forward. But we're learning. Jump in on the United Supermarket chat line. Tell us what you're thinking tonight. Texas Tech basketball. What's a fair expectation? Whether you're on YouTube, Rainer's Raiderland, subscribe, like, do what you got to do. Whether you are on Facebook, Rainer's Raiderland again. And our StreamYard streaming service is still struggling. No, I don't think it's them. I think it's Twitter X that's struggling working with us. We're doing it right. So if you are on Twitter X and you're watching this later, this is why you subscribe to our other platforms. Okay, this is why you do it. We have baseball to talk about, as we mentioned. Really liked a lot of the pitching we saw this weekend. Oh, but yeah, it's against Albany. They're not very good. No, throwing strikes is throwing strikes. That was good. Timely hitting, situational hitting, something they didn't do all of last year. You're 2 games above 500, by the way, for the first time since 2024. That's kind of good. Then I think tech baseball fans need to wake up and not hold the sins of the past against this year's team. Allow them to find themselves. Allow them to find themselves. Allow them to play at home for a little while and to find some roles. And I think we're going to like what we have here. Softball over the weekend. Yeah, Caitlin Terry, no hitter. They run ruled what? 3 games. No big surprise right there. Goodness gracious. All right, your chance to win now. Good, bad, and ugly Monday. If you want to go down that road, we do that on the website. And then restaurant time machine. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what we're going to do tonight. Every Monday night, it's going to be Monday Night Time Machine, restaurant style. You give us the year, you give us the place, you give us the menu item. That if you could go back in time, transport us to any culinary delight, anywhere, any place, not just Lubbock, not just West Texas, maybe wherever you call home. Where are we going? What are we having for dinner tonight? We posted over the weekend. First Cafeteria opening a new place in, I assume, the late 50s. Caprock Shopping Center in Lubbock, Texas. 50th and about Canton, running through there. Caprock Shopping Center. And people love it. So where do you go back to? You get that one night. You get the time machine. What's it going to be? Is it going to be Sam Burgers on 34th Street, one of the greatest hamburger places in Lubbock, Texas ever to exist, over by Coronado? Get the Mustang Special, by the way. Do you go back to the Gridiron? Not the 50-yard line. Do you go back to the Gridiron? What about Char King? Do you go back there? It doesn't have to be fancy places or nice places or anything in between. It could be anything. Do you go back to the Brittany? Not the little Brittany. Although that made me think of, okay, so the Brittany opened up a series of little places around Lubbock in the mid 90s called Little Brittany. They were little bitty hamburger stands that were serving the hickory burgers and whatever else. Then they became, I think I've got this order right, Shortstop, called the Shortstop. There's one over by Tech. There in the Town and Country Shopping Center, north of Jones Stadium. There was one over there on like 50th and Boston, places like that. Holy crap, that was really good. Would you go back to the Brittany? Which one? The one in the mall? You got the time machine. You can go back. Monday nights here on the show going forward. Which ones would you go back to? You tell us. Jump in on the United Supermarket chat line. You guys can get in tonight, whether it's on Texas Tech basketball topics, whether it is on Texas Tech baseball, softball, good, bad, and ugly, hockey, America, and of course, the time machine. You tell us what's on your mind. We have the conversation. And we go from there. And again, I think we're having some issues with our streaming service jumping in on certainly Twitter X. I think we're having some problems on Facebook. I think we're having some throttle issues on YouTube. Right, it's Raiderland. Hey, it's not you. I know how the numbers work. I know what they ought to look. And I think StreamYard is just struggling right now, having time getting in there. So I get it. You know, sometimes we roll out here and everything's just like boom, comment, comment, comment. Sometimes we roll out here and yeah, it's not happening. I've done this enough times over the decades. Well, yeah, decades to figure this out. So here's the deal. We'll post this on the website, theraiderland.com. You can link to it there. You can get your comments in on Texas Tech basketball, on the restaurant time machine, where you would go. You can post that and get it done. Jeff says definitely a StreamYard issue tonight. Yeah. And I don't know. I love them. They're great. We've worked with them for several years, and sometimes it's just a weird deal. So that's why we say follow us on all of the platforms. They're all free. All right. They're all free. But tonight, it may be Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media. It may be YouTube. And it may be Facebook for Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland. The Magic Time Machine. I like this. I think it's going to be fun. I do. All right, we're going to shut it down early tonight. Obviously got issues. You guys know what to do. We'll make it work from here. Hey, thank you, Jeff, for fighting in and getting through. There are a lot of different ways to skin a cat. So let's go skin a cat. A lot of different ways tonight here in Raiderland.